Hey there, I'm Keenyn, and this is the Clear English Corner. In this lesson, we're going to practice an essential element to more natural sounding rhythm in spoken English. Word stress, or which word is emphasized in a phrase or a sentence. Now, in this lesson, we talked about how shifting the stressed or emphasized syllable changes the meaning and pronunciation of words that are spelled exactly the same. If you haven't seen this lesson, you will definitely want to check it out. Getting this stress pattern right in these types of combinations will help you sound more natural in your spoken English. All right, so let's dive in. Take, for example, the words work and out. We put them together and emphasize that first word, and we get a new word, workout, workout. This is a period of physical exercise, right? This is a noun. It's a thing. That was an intense workout. That was an intense workout. Now, if we put a space between these words and stress the word out, we get work out. Work out is a phrasal verb that refers to the actual act, the action of exercising. I haven't worked out for weeks. I haven't worked out for weeks. So this simple shift in the word that you emphasize changes the meaning of these two words together, and it changes the rhythm and flow of your sentence. Interesting, right? Let's play with a few more examples. Take the words set and up. Bring them together into one word. Put the stress on the first word, set, and it becomes set up. Set up. A setup is a thing or a noun, meaning the arrangement or organization of things. It took me a few days to get used to this setup of the new office. It took me a few days to get used to this setup of the new office. I love the setup in your living room. It's so cozy. I love the setup in your living room. It's so cozy. In these examples, setup is a noun, or more specifically, it's a compound noun. A compound noun is when two words come together to create a new word with an entirely different meaning. With a compound noun, you always want to stress the first word. I talk about this and other common stress patterns in this lesson. If you haven't seen it, you'll definitely want to check it out. But back to set up. If I shift the stress to the second word, up, set up, this becomes a phrasal verb, an action, meaning to arrange. Let's set up a meeting for next week. Let's set up a meeting for next week. How should we set up the living room? I want it to be cozy. How should we set up the living room? I want it to be cozy. In phrasal verbs, two words, typically a verb and a preposition, come together to create a phrase that has an entirely different meaning. And the stress pattern for phrasal verbs is the opposite of compound nouns. In phrasal verbs, you always stress the second word. All right, let's try a few more examples where the same two words can come together to be a compound noun or a phrasal verb. Look and out. If I emphasize look, look out. This is a noun, a place where a person can see all around them, especially in an area of natural beauty. There are many scenic lookouts along the Pacific Coast Highway. There are many scenic lookouts along the Pacific Coast Highway. Now, if I shift my stress to the word out, look out, this becomes a phrasal verb that means to watch what's happening and be careful. Look out, there's a car coming. Look out, there's a car coming. Try and out. Emphasizing the word try, we get try out. This is a test or an audition to see how useful or effective someone or something is. Tryouts start this Wednesday. Tryouts start this Wednesday. If I shift my emphasis to out, try out, this becomes the actual action of testing something or someone for a position on a team or in a play. Why don't you try it out for a few days and see what you think? Why don't you try it out for a few days and see what you think? She decided to try out for the swim team. She decided to try out for the swim team. Check and out. Emphasizing the word check, we get checkout. This is a place where you pay for an item or pay the check. The checkout is at the front of the store. The checkout is at the front of the store. If we shift our stress to the word out, check out, this is the action of paying and leaving. We need to check out of the hotel by 11 a.m. We need to check out of the hotel by 11 a.m. Turn off. Emphasizing the word turn, we get turn off. Something you don't like. Those protruding nose hairs are a real turn-off. Those protruding nose hairs are a real turn-off. I don't want to buy that house. It smells like wet dogs. That's a real turn-off. That's a real turn-off. Turn off is an action to stop something from operating. Don't forget to turn off the stove. Don't forget to turn off the stove. Did you turn off the lights? Did you turn off the lights? Cut and back. Emphasizing the word cut, we get the noun CUTback. Less of something. The company announced a temporary cutback in hiring. The company announced a temporary cutback in hiring. Now, if I emphasize the word back, I get a verb, the action of using less of something. We need to cut back on our spending. We need to cut back on our spending. Log in. Emphasizing the word log, we get log in. That's the actual set of letters or numbers that you type into your computer in order to connect with the system. It's a physical thing, a noun. I can't remember my login. I can't remember my login. Log in is an action of actually connecting to that computer system using that series of numbers or letters. Once you register, you should be able to log in. Once you register, you should be able to log in. You're expected to log in by 8 each morning. You're expected to log in by 8 each morning. Let and down. Emphasizing the word let, we get let down. A noun, a disappointment. That movie was a major letdown. That movie was a major letdown. Shift the stress to the word down and we get let down. This is the act of disappointing. I don't want to let you down. I don't want to let you down. Mix up. Emphasize our first word mix and we get mix up. A mistake that causes confusion. A compound noun. Sorry for the mix-up with the delivery. Sorry for the mix-up with the delivery. We shift our stress to the word up and we get mixed up, which means to be confused or disordered. The files are all mixed up. The files are all mixed up. Sign and up. Emphasize that first word sign and we get sign up. You might have a sign-up sheet or a sign-up fee. Where can I find the sign-up page? Where can I find the sign-up page? What's the sign-up fee? What's the sign-up fee? Shift the stress to the word up and we get a verb, sign up, which means to join. I just signed up for Keenyn's pronunciation training program. I just signed up for Keenyn's pronunciation training program. Are you going to sign up? Are you going to sign up? Drop and out. Emphasizing the word drop, we get drop out. And that's a person who leaves before finishing. Typically school, high school or college. He's a high school dropout. He's a high school dropout. Shift the stress to the word out and we get drop out. The action of stopping doing something before it's finished. To quit. He dropped out of college to join the Navy. He dropped out of college to join the Navy. He decided to drop out of the race. He decided to drop out of the race. Interesting, right? So when you come across words and phrases like this, consider, is it a thing, a noun? If yes, stress the first word. If it's an action or a verb, stress the second word. I hope this lesson was fun and helpful. If it was, please be sure to share with friends. That's definitely the highest compliment. And come on over to the Clear English Corner blog for a list of all the phrases and sentences used in this lesson, as well as tons of other free lessons and pronunciation practice resources. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.